What's good? Welcome to No Script episode 2. We down a man, but we got the people that's here, and that's all that matters. Of course, you got me, KB, my dog, Dewan, and my dog, Tony. How y'all fellas feeling today on this Sunday?
Good, bro. Good, man.
Blessed. That's
That's,
how I'm feeling.
the Lakers done lost in 5,
Dang.
so we just gonna get straight to it.
That's the first one. That's the first thing we talking about. The Lakers losing in 5.
We got
I'm
to.
all here by myself. I can't even. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
Ain't nothing to defend. Like it is what it is.
So what do the
LeBron got
Lakers
hurt.
need, bro, to be good? I ain't gonna lie to you. What does next year look like? Like who y'all getting? Who would you get rid of, and who would
Who
you
would I
keep?
get rid of?
Yeah.
I'll just try to get people in free agency. I ain't gonna lie. Like Giannis out there now. He's up for the taking. We can get Giannis. We can get Giannis.
well,
KD.
you still have to trade for him though.
I mean, we could. I mean, but like he want to get out of there, so we could trade some other pieces. Jackson Hayes. You know who I would trade? Austin Reeves.
Oh,
AR-15.
wait, timeout. You said you would
I
trade
ain't gonna
Austin
lie,
Reeves now?
cause listen, you did not show up for me, Brody. I needed you. I haven't seen you all playoffs, bro. I'm not gonna lie, and it might be JJ's fault. It could be JJ's fault, but I ain't seen bro all 5 games. I seen him for what one quarter, the third quarter in like game 4 or something like that.
Let's
That
see
was
his
about it.
stats. All
Like,
5 games.
was very, very flat. I'm very disappointed. So we can trade him and Jackson Hayes, and we can get Giannis. That's what I would trade.
I mean, him not being. I would trade Austin Reeves too because at the end of the day, like, what did you draft Dalton Connect for? Like, to me, they like the same player. I
We can
might be
ship him out
crazy.
too.
You said ship them both.
Yeah, we'll trade all 3 of them.
Who's the third? Jackson
Uh,
Hayes.
Jackson Hayes. I mean, I like Jackson, but like
I'm about to say what he do.
Hey,
clearly, like
you
we
know
got to
good
make it
well
sound sweet.
Milwaukee is not taking that for no Giannis. They not taking no AR-15, Dalton Connect, and Jackson Hayes.
But who else go? What's a better deal that they gonna get from anywhere? Like
Y'all gonna have to
KD.
throw some draft picks in there for sure.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Y'all
I
definitely
mean,
have to throw some draft picks in there.
Listen, that'll be an easy little transition.
would you trade
We
Bron?
might.
I mean, he on his player option, but I would get rid of Bron, to be
Nah,
honest.
we just keep Brian just because
But
he
what?
sell tickets.
But what's the point? Like, I mean, outside of selling tickets, like he he not getting no younger. Like, respectfully, like he's
Not
still
getting
killing.
no.
He's still killing. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm gonna get the best value for my mans that I can. It ain't like he was like honestly something crazy. See LeBron go back to Cleveland somehow,
That would be
some way.
cool.
Get
You know,
Jared
to see that
Allen
fire in Cleveland.
and shoot, if they get like Jared Allen and like Darius Garland for LeBron, would y'all do that?
If I'm Cleveland, I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
If
I don't
I'm
know.
Cleveland, I'm not going to break up my young core for what will be 41-year-old LeBron. No way. It's
and they
no
finna make
shot.
it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Like I
Are
wouldn't
they?
break up that squad either. Yeah, Cleveland for sure. They
I don't
definitely
know if
finna walk
Cleveland beat
over.
Indiana, to be
They're gonna
real.
walk over Indiana. They're gonna walk.
Easy
Tyler,
for
and
what's
that's
the what's
another
the
crazy
what's the
thing.
what's the numbers for Indiana and Cleveland? What's the games?
I think
Uh,
it's
I'll say
I think
Cleveland in 5 or 6.
I'll say in 5. I'll say in 5.
I think
I
that
might. You know what? I'll
I
say
think
6.
that
I'll be
series
respectful.
surprisingly goes 7 games.
You think so?
I think so.
I don't know. I
I don't
don't
know
know.
either.
It's just the pace at which the Pacers play with is just
Yeah,
it's up tempo, and they
they
could
do
get
have.
they
Cleveland
could
is
get a lot of points up.
Cleveland is young and fast as well, though, and they
Yeah,
got great defense in Jared Allen, so he can guard Miles. Only thing that's gonna be deadly is that 3-point for him.
I was gonna say that's something that stretch them out like pause, but that's something that stretch them out where Jared Allen not gonna be like a rim protector if he guard Miles Turner or something like that. Like he
Yeah,
gotta he gotta be out in space.
but I see Evan Mobley guarding Miles, so that
I
way
can
you
see
can
it.
see you. That way you can keep Jared as that rim protector because Evan can move his feet.
It'll be an interesting series. I think it'll go 7. I'm gonna give it to Indiana just because. Why not? Like spice it up. They just came off a dog in the Bucks. I ain't gonna lie. Speaking about the Bucks, I don't know where they go from here. Like you said, I get rid of Giannis. I mean, not get rid of him, but like I trade him
I mean,
He
yeah,
said he
he.
wanted to
anywhere.
leave, didn't he?
Nah, he hasn't
I don't
said
think he said
anything
that.
yet.
Yeah,
He hasn't said anything yet, but I think it all comes down to the draft lottery, how that plays out, because he knows Dame is going to be out next year too.
Yeah, Davis for sure.
Dame got a torn Achilles, so
get well soon to Dame, but like, what do he do from here? Like, he ain't getting no younger. To be honest, that's
yeah,
one of the toughest joints to come back from, like injury wise. Like,
it is. That's
they
that's a,
team
that's a
kind of
tough
just
injury.
screwed.
That's a tough injury, and then you got who you got? You got Kuzma, Brook Lopez. I don't know if Brook Lopez is still on the contract or not.
I don't know if he gonna come back. Like, he like 42, and he kind of old.
Yeah, Brook Lopez is getting old too.
Like, I wouldn't be shocked if he call it a quits. And then you got what, Bobby Portis. Like, they ain't cutting it.
Yeah, that team is.
Go
Yeah, I don't
ahead, go
know.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead. The Wizards go ahead trade some number 1 picks. Go ahead get Giannis. Reunite him with Chris Middleton. You got
With
Marcus
Chris,
Smart, and if you keep the Bud Carrington, you got a decent little. If you get a big, like say they go get the big from Chicago, Vucevic or however you say his name.
Vucevic.
I'm butchering his name, but the Wizards would be back in action, baby. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Man,
I
going to the Wizards is where careers go to die, bro.
I'd even give Alex Sarr.
But see, I don't know. Is Vucevic a free agent or not? I don't know.
Nah, he probably gotta get traded for.
Yeah, I'm about to say he got to get traded for. I think.
But I mean, I'd do it. Back to your boy Austin Reeves. The whole thing, 16. He didn't do terrible. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. 16, 16, 20, 17, and 12 last
But
game.
as the third option, you gotta be way more productive than that. Like,
In
and you
37
know,
minutes, 43 minutes, 41 minutes, 35 minutes, and 41 minutes.
Luca's defense is non-existent, so your offense has to make up for that. Like,
But then you playing 4 on 5 on defense because I gotta exert extra energy because you got me out here with somebody that don't play defense.
and he got cooked on defense every single time versus Anthony Edwards. He got exposed. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Anthony
he
Edwards
did.
walked down. He walked down Rui. He walked anybody that was in front of him. He was pushing LeBron. I ain't gonna lie. Anthony Edwards, he a problem, bro.
He a
But we do
dog.
that, but like,
He is.
like
He is.
he don't give a.
But
He told LeBron. He told the president, I'm him." And after this, like, you gotta just believe it. Like, ain't nothing to say about it, bro.
I mean, what's interesting is that Minnesota was definitely a matchup problem for the Lakers for sure.
Yeah, every
And
angle.
yeah, they were definitely a matchup problem for LA. And you know, Braun being down there banging with 4s and 5s,
Ain't it?
it ain't it. And you know what you're gonna get from Luke on the defense end. It ain't it. So
Zero
then
defense, zero effort.
like Luca is a dog, you know what I mean? But
Offensively,
defensively, look, man,
Y'all think he would want to make a change like in the off season?
I hope he do. I hope he do. Because I still want to see him succeed. But when he was with us, when he was with Dallas, you know, he had Daniel Gafford, P.J. Washington, Derek Lively. He had them to, they could hide him with them back there protecting the rim. But LA doesn't have that, so there ain't no hide Luka from anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna try to tear him apart. But I do hope he get in shape and whatever he has to do for himself to become that man on the defensive end.
I'm just looking at the Laker roster. I'm looking at Alex Len. I didn't even know he was still in the league.
Yeah, yeah,
You
they
look
got
at their
Alex
roster,
Len.
like they roster
it's
Not that
constructed
great.
like some
I don't know who
garbage.
picked this together. Like you
Yeah,
got Maxi Cleaver, Shake Milton. Like it's so many people y'all could get off of. Like Jared Vanderbilt. I would give rid of Gabe Vincent too. Like
Yeah,
they need some youth over there, but
they
some
do.
good youth. Like
yeah.
somebody.
They need some long defenders, some long 3 and D players.
I guess it'll be interesting to see who they get in the off season. But hey man, Cabo on 3.
I mean, can who
Bro,
can
people
they
don't
Oh,
get
even
in
go to
there?
Cancun.
Cabo. They don't go
Hey,
to Cancun no more, bro.
they paying Luca 50. They paying LeBron 50. Like that's 100 mil for two players,
Yeah.
and
NBA,
both.
they got it.
You know, LeBron is about to be 40. You know, he's 40 years old.
Roy
Luka,
at 17. Maxi Cleaver contract 11 mil. That's crazy to me.
yeah. So like the Lakers are cash strapped right now,
Hey,
and
don't hate
then
on people getting money, bro.
Dorian Finney-Smith at almost 15 mil.
what's going to be interesting to see if in August does Luca sign that 4 year, 200+ million extension? Because if he does not sign that, then that's going to bring other questions.
I
Because
think
you
he
already
has
heard,
to though.
huh?
I think he has to sign that though, because it's like y'all done trade Dallas and traded me here, y'all. It seemed like y'all want me here. LeBron not gonna be here much longer. Like y'all gonna move me for somebody else, and
Yeah, but
then you gonna prove Nico right, because at the end of the day, Nico was like, I don't want him because he don't play defense. And then if y'all keep coming up with this thing where like, oh, he out of shape, he don't play defense, then y'all gonna move him again. That's gonna look crazy.
I
Mm.
mean, he'll just become a free agent. So it's like, does he want to stay in LA with that roster being constructed the way it is, or
Yeah.
does he want to go somewhere else? Because if he
Good
doesn't
point.
sign that extension,
Hmm.
he don't sign that extension, he a free agent next year, right? So it's like, do you try your luck? I mean, who's not going to want a Luka Doncic? You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's looking kind of interesting. I mean, he's still a high
There's a
commodity.
obvious
Like, don't
spot for Luka.
it's
Yeah,
100% a lot of
I mean,
places, but I
exactly.
think it's still people going more now, more than before. Like second guess, like all right, it's gonna be they're gonna have to have like a roster constructed like how Dallas had it,
That's what I'm
but
saying. And you
it's
got
like
rosters like that. That's just not LA. So
yeah,
Yeah.
so the thing is, if he doesn't sign that, then it's like, all right, you know, where could he end up? Where could he test his luck at? Because LA's roster is not built like that.
I guess we'll see. Well, I mean, I don't want to spend too much time talking about the Lakers, and it's only one of y'all right now, so
Yeah, but
it'll
quick,
be
but back to the well, we'll leave the Lakers alone. But I want to go back to talk about the Pacers and what's his Halliburton's dad. That's what I want to talk about. They done banned that man
he was out of
indefinitely.
pocket.
I mean, listen, it's the playoffs, but would you let your pops or your mom or whoever walk out on the court and they get banned for life? Like you, that star player, is you going for that? Is you rocking for that?
Did he get banned for life or just like the rest of the
Yeah, he
season?
can't go. He can't go back to any of the games
Yeah, he
for the
can't. He can't. Yeah,
foreseeable future.
he's not going back to any Pacers game. And you know what? To
Home
be
or
honest,
away.
I'm not mad at it. And the reason I'm not mad at it is because, you know, Tyrese didn't know what was going on. He was doing his post game interviews, celebrating and
Yeah,
all that stuff. So it's like, um, you're not playing. You know, you're not
yeah.
an athlete. You're just a dad. You know, you're a spectator right now. So when do any other spectators get to come on the floor? They
Yeah.
don't.
I mean, that's the friends and family package, though. Friends and family can come down there, though.
Nah, but like being a like
Nah, not
just
be on the
just from
floor
being an
though.
athlete, I understand what you're saying. Like somebody parent come up to me after the game talking trash, like out of pocket. But this is different. Like even like my highest level is college. Like NBA, like that's grown men. Like you're a grown
Yeah.
man coming to me waving your son flag and like or towel in my face. Like what's up with you? Like that's weird. Like I understand. Like he was the heat of the moment or whatever. Like and it's a hostile like thing, but still like go celebrate with your son. You talking trash to me and we just lost. Like it's a little I don't think he should have got banned indefinitely. Like
Yeah.
I'd been like you could come to home games probably just you guys sit like 2 weeks out like or something like that. But or sit in the suite or something. Like you can't, you're not allowed on the floor. I'll put it that way.
Fair enough. That's what I was
But
thinking too. It's like to be in depth, like that's my
because
pops. Like
it's
I
still
get
like
it if it
it's
was
still like
somebody
a
else.
crazy
Like
moment, but it's also like what he. It's not like he came in a joint and stole Giannis or like did
yeah,
something. Like he was talking crazy, but like at the end of the day, I wouldn't ban him for that long. But I think, I mean, at the end of the day, Giannis had his right to do whatever he would have did. Because you come up to me talking trash about whatever, like I don't know exactly what he said, but
nah, but
that's
you can't put
wild.
your hands on him if you're honest though.
But
Like
see,
still, like you can't do
we
whatever.
talking we talking about Giannis, like that's his character. Giannis not for all the drama and all that stuff.
Nah,
But now, if he does that to another player who doesn't have that same type of patience Giannis has,
yeah,
Get
he do
that to
that to like
Ja.
he do that to
that's
Draymond.
what I'm saying. Now we talking about another malice in the palace. So yes,
Yeah,
it
I
makes
see it.
sense.
That's fair.
It makes sense. It makes sense to be banned because reminding you, Indiana has already been a part of that wild stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
All them
Yeah, that's
yeah.
fair.
charges and messed up Reggie Miller last season to get a ship. Like
It
they've
do
been
get wild in Indiana, bro. We're
they
right. What he
they,
want?
they
We're right. I already know you want to say y'all some Indian animals down there.
I'm
B, that's
crying.
how y'all do it.
you know, so it's like the Pacers have been a part of that. So just imagine if that's Bobby Portis and not Giannis.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's
that that
fair.
scene that scene
That's
is
fair.
different. That
Like I
scene is
respect
different.
Giannis for the way he went about it. Like
Yeah.
he definitely took that. Even in the presser, he was he even threw shade. Though. He was like, "I'm a champion." Like y'all are not.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, bro, come on, Pacers, y'all ain't like that,
And
bro.
I ain't gonna lie, like they be winning these like series, and I get it's like tough, it's whatever. I mean, but y'all won 4-1. Like take that joint and move on at the
Hey,
same
it's the
time.
first
Like,
round. Like,
hey, like it's not like you even won like the Eastern Conference Finals. Y'all won first round. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
I understand it's exciting, but at the same time, like you kind of gotta act like you like been there a little bit at some, because they did the same thing last year, right?
yeah,
I don't remember.
yeah.
But
Who did
I
they
mean,
beat?
I think they did. I think they beat the Bucks last year in the same type of fashion, and it's just like, all right, look, like y'all got out of round one. We hopping on tables and getting in faces. Like let's
Yeah.
go to
Yeah.
this next round and see how it go.
That's
But yeah,
facts.
nah,
So like I
his
said,
dad definitely out of pocket.
yeah. So that's why I can understand the ban for the foreseeable future because it's like if that's Bobby Portis and not Giannis, that scene, I imagine that scene to be completely different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it's
that's
like,
fair.
yeah, you can't do that. Coming up to the man on the court and all of that stuff. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. Y'all seen Giannis' face? He was looking at him like,
Yeah.
yeah.
what? Like that Dre had
Oh,
me weak.
man, I will pick you up with one hand and drop you.
I'm
Facts.
telling you, bro, that man was crazy. So yeah,
All right, let's stay in the East. The Knicks got a chance versus Celtics.
I think they'll make it interesting. I'll say that. I think they can make a few games interesting. Uh, but if the Celtics again they stay healthy, the Celtics swept them in the regular season.
Yeah,
They swept them in the regular season. So yeah, I got Boston.
Boston. How many games?
I think the Knicks can still 1 or 2 games. I say Boston 6.
Boston is 6. What
I
about
say
you?
Boston to 6.
I say Celtics and four. I think it's
Damn,
gonna be a
We
sweep.
damn.
Yeah,
we
and here's why.
bring the broom.
Celtics defense, if everybody's healthy, of course, their defense is elite. It's immaculate. Like Brunson locked up. He's got Drew Holiday to deal with. He's got Jalen Brown to deal with. And then you got Cat. We don't know. He's kind of inconsistent. The Cat get buckets? Yeah, but he also got to deal with Porzingis. He got to deal with Jason Tatum. He's got to deal with so many people. Like defensively, I don't think it's gonna work out for them. Like, and they have too many weapons on Cleveland, bro. They got they got White, they got Brown, they got Tatum. Like, I just think it's nasty. And then they bench is cold. The way they move on defense is cold. It's like I don't think it can happen for the Celtics for the Knicks. So I got them getting swept.
So you got them getting swept. You said 6 games.
Yeah.
I will go. I'll go 6 games. I'm gonna take the Knicks. I was low on the Knicks in the Pistons series because I wanted the Pistons to win, but
Knicks in 6.
Yeah.
I take the Knicks in 6.
Mm.
I
Hmm.
I'm gonna give Jalen Brunson his credit. Boy is a
Hundred
dog.
percent. Hundred
Man is a
percent.
dog. Like,
100%.
and when people hooping like that, I hope they win. The only thing with the Knicks is they just gonna be playing 44, 46, 47 minutes a game. And that
Yeah.
versus Celtics, I don't know how helpful that
That's what I'm saying.
is.
And I
And
mean,
because
I
the
mean,
Celtics have a bench and they can interchange them out. So while you getting over there and getting tired, we bringing in fresh legs, bringing in more energy, like and different looks too.
and
So,
Yeah,
that's what happened against Indiana last year. They
yeah.
were
yeah.
playing all the minutes and they were just gassed.
But I think it'll go 6. I'm gonna take the Knicks.
And we're talking about defending champions. Like, look, it's kind of disrespectful.
It ain't disrespectful. It is what it is. Like
Kind of
they
like
gotta they gotta
it's
play.
the
At the end of the
Knicks.
day, you gotta lay some of them. You gotta play. At the end of the day, it don't matter. But
Yeah, but there's a difference between like people that been here and people that
you
like it's
gotta get
different.
there somehow. Like
I mean, but they've
every
been
year
here.
not the
They know
same
what it
though.
takes to get there. That's true. But like they didn't have Porzingis like until what the finals last year, and they got him early this time. It's like I don't think it's going. I don't think they're going.
I definitely think that helps. Like I don't think the Knicks got nobody on their team that's won a championship.
Nah.
I don't
Yeah, I
think.
don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think anybody on their roster has, to be honest. Like, but I mean,
And this is this team's first year together like this with Cat with Jalen. Like they
that's
made it
fair.
pretty far, and this is that's why I'm gonna say kudos
Look, I
for
said I
getting
said
to
what
the
I
four.
said. I'm gonna take the Knicks
No,
in
I got you.
6.
I'm just gonna yeah.
We're gonna
All right,
see
go
it. We're
ahead.
gonna see how it goes. Like we said, we took the Wolves, and we're gonna move on to the Wolves because yeah, I think they got a chance of being whoever they play between the Rockets and the Warriors.
Yeah,
And, all right, well, who do y'all think win this game tonight? Because the game is later on tonight. The Rockets and the Warriors. I'm gonna
I'm,
go with the
I'm,
Rockets.
I'm sticking with Golden State.
Mm, mm.
I don't remember who I had, but I might go with the Rockets.
I'm taking
I'm,
the Rockets,
I
and they
might
playing
go
at
with the
home. The
Rockets.
Rockets at home. You don't
Yeah,
think
I'm going
so?
with the Rockets.
I'm taking Golden State. I think they're gonna show up and show out tonight. Um, Moses Moody, he's been playing some pretty good basketball as of late, but I think this is gonna be one of those Steph nights.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I feel like those Steph nights are over with. Like we seen Anthony Edwards take out LeBron, Luca. He then took out Kevin Durant. It's the era for old. The old era is kind of. It's kind. Of, I'm not. It's kind of coming to an end. So
It is
respectfully,
respectfully.
these young ones,
That's
the
true, but
twins, they
see,
got them.
the
Green got
Rockets
it.
don't have that. The Rockets have a lot of good pieces, but they don't have that one go-to piece. And
Yeah,
I think that's what they're gonna need to win tonight, and they don't have that.
Yeah,
like they go to like person that you looking for. I ain't gonna say aggression, but like that's gonna hold it down to Steven Adams, and it's just like I need somebody that's like a guard that could play both ways, like an Anthony Edwards, somebody that could be like, hey, like I'm finna strap Steph up. But I like the Thompson
and go out
brother
and
on
score
Steph. Like
43 on us.
imagine both the Thompson brothers on the same team. That would be scary.
Defense would be crazy, but
Man, they
they
just
can't
run
stretch the
around,
floor.
bro. They just
Yeah,
run around.
Yeah,
yeah.
like I even with the Knicks against the Pistons, like my man's having him like 1-on-1. Like of course, I think I'd have shaded Brunson in general, but like I'm rocking out with my man's. Like he was
Yeah,
playing
no.
him the whole game. Like I'm gonna trust his length. I'm gonna trust his defense and be like, all right. But I mean, I probably would have helped a little bit, or I'd have made somebody else on the floor
He
shoot the
got
ball.
cooked.
It was a
Yeah.
good move. It was a real good move. It was elite. That's one of the moves Jalen Brunson been having in his bag, and he said, "I'm
He
gonna use that
got,
in need in unnecessary situations," and it worked.
bro.
He
He
snatched the shit out of him. I ain't gonna lie, but
he
it's
got cooked.
Yeah,
oh,
and he should
hey,
have
but still
known not
shout
to
out
let
him
him go
though.
to the left that hard. Like not to let him go to the left that hard because he gonna stop. Like
His
now he
coach
know
should
for
have
next
known
year.
that.
Somebody should have known that. Hey, let me go help on the left.
He
But
got
Make
cooked
somebody
so
else shoot
bad.
it.
so you got the Rockets, you got the Warriors tonight. I'm
I got
taking the
the Rockets.
Rockets T Wolves. I think that would be interesting.
That'll
Maybe.
be a fun series. Young,
You think
just
it'd be more
running.
fun than that in the T Wolves and the Warriors?
Yeah, yeah.
What you think, Tony?
Mm,
Even now,
yeah,
like okay, with the Warriors, like what games have they had that's like super lit? Like this has been up there, like just exciting. The Warriors versus the Rockets. Like none of them has been super exciting, in my opinion.
no, they all been
They've
scrappy
just been
games.
they've been close games,
Yeah, they've
kind
been
of.
games. Yeah,
But
They
I
all
mean, I
been
think
scrappy games.
that's a testament to like they roster. Like Jimmy was hurt for a couple games.
Yeah.
Um, Steph been playing hurt. Like it's things you just
his
kind of
thumb
gotta look
is
at.
look nasty. Did y'all see that picture of his
Yeah, I
thumb?
did see the
Like
picture.
Yeah,
those
that
girls,
joint
like,
was
oh, we
crazy.
exposing that. We exposing him.
But he's
We
still
going at
cashing.
that.
I don't even know how. Like I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like
So somebody run up and punch him in his hand.
that's crazy. Ain't nobody
Uh,
doing that though.
They
Like
could. They should. I would. I would. This is the playoffs, bro. I'm trying to
uh,
win.
hey, what
If
you
you
say? You
out here,
going?
if you out here, okay, you tough.
that's
Then it hit
fair.
you.
Hey, that's what Dylan Brooks said. Dylan Brooks said
He
something
did.
along the lines of that.
Yeah, he
Yeah, you
did.
out here, you playing. You leave yourself open for vulnerabilities. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it.
All right, we're gonna talk about how the Clippers shit the bucket. So now we got the Nuggets and the Thunder. Y'all want to talk about the Clippers shit in the bucket first, or y'all want to talk about the Nuggets and the Thunder? Who we think gonna win?
Man, let's speak on the Clippers. We gotta talk about losers first. Winners,
Oh,
you
there we
know,
go.
when is gotta take the podium? When is gotta take the podium?
That's fair.
But these,
The
I
Clippers let me
mean,
down.
y'all knew I had Nuggets anyway. So
Hey, I had the Nuggets too.
now,
I think I picked the Clips.
did I think that game was going to be closer? 100%. But that's a testament to Rick having. I would say this. That's a testament to Rick having Denver ready, and Ty Lue not having LA ready, and overlooking the Nuggets in Game 7 and trying to look into the OKC series.
I mean, like I told you, I turned the game off when it was 75-50. So I ain't watch a lot of it. But what I did watch, a lot of the offense for the Clippers again ran through Kawhi. And when that makes it hard for like James Harden to hoop. Like I ain't like he not really like an off the ball like
Yeah, how many
player.
points did James Harden have?
I think he had like 7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
7. I mean, it was James Harden still ran the offense. He had what 13 dimes,
Let's see.
so he had 13 assists. So he being a shot maker?
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't like we
Nah,
need him
he wasn't being a
to
shot maker.
score.
Yeah, you do need him to score for
And
sure.
then like
Okay, he's
Kawhi
gonna be
go
the
I think
playmaker.
Kawhi gonna get his 20 regardless though. But like I need that offense to go through James if I need him to score. If I'm counting on somebody else to score like Nicholas Batum and what's their big name? Um Whatever they big name and shoot.
Ivan Zubac.
Yeah, Zubac and then Norman Powell gonna do what he do, but it's just like my man has 7 points. Let's talk about his series. James Harden had 20, 15, 11, 28, and 7. In the games that he scored less than 20, they lost. In the games that he scored 20 or more, they won. So I mean, it's just evident that he need to get his shots up. But it's hard when you try and run the offense through Kawhi, which I mean, it ain't like a terrible like that's not the worst, but at the same time it's just get better at Clippers. But
I mean,
Yeah,
that makes sense. But also, if they know that, shit, just don't let James Harden score more than 20. Like they probably make that a defensive assignment as well. It probably was tough on them.
well they
It's
they were
easy to target him.
they were blitzing him and
Yeah.
getting the ball out of his hands. Um. So, but I mean, really, you got to give that series to Denver and give credit to Denver's role players.
Yeah.
this is crazy. Y'all
Russell
tripping.
Westbrook.
Russell
Look at
Westbrook, Christian Braun, Aaron Gordon. They came up
Yeah,
huge.
yeah. Whole game.
I ain't we mad at it, but my looking at this my man's stats, James Harden 2 for 8 from the field, 1 for 4 from three. The
Yeah.
games that they won, he was shooting at least 8 threes minimum. So shooting only 4 threes. Like you said, he did have 13 assists. I'll take that. I mean, that's what he
He
do.
had to get the ball out of his hand. That's
And
why
two
he had those
turnovers.
balls.
But I mean, it's like saying you not running no sets to help him get open or help him get shots and like not get blitzed is crazy to me. Like 8 shot attempts coming off of a 20 shot attempt game and being 3 for 8 from the three is crazy. Like playing in Denver is hard. Like that's another thing too for the West versus the East. Like in the West, not a lot of people think about this, but you gotta travel so much
Yeah.
for like going from San Francisco
To
to
Houston.
Houston,
Yeah.
as
It's a
opposed to
hike.
going from Indiana to Cleveland.
Or Indiana to Chicago. It's like, bro.
Yeah, you know, like the Knicks got to go from New York to Boston. That's literally like not that far, and
Couple hours.
you staying in the same time zone. So
Yeah.
it's like you gotta go from that to this. Like it's definitely way tougher in the West. Like
There it is.
it ain't even really divvied up fair, to be honest with you. Like
And your competition is way colder.
yeah, I mean it's
Yeah.
tough. I feel like that's a very underrated piece of that joint. Like flying cross country and like every other day coming back. But then as far as like on the east side, like I don't know who got to fly the farthest. Like the Bucks in Orlando, like that's probably about it. But it's a big factor because you change in time zones, and I don't think a lot of people think about like that type of scenario. But
No, that's
get better
facts.
Clippers. I don't know who gonna help. Would y'all move James or Kawhi? I wouldn't move Kawhi. I'd probably keep James. I mean, I probably keep Kawhi. I would probably move James. See what I
Move
can
from
get
move
for
from
him.
where, and then you still his salary still on the books. So and move him for what? I mean, think about it. This is the third straight year Clippers have gotten bounced in the first round.
Would you rather see Giannis and James over Giannis and Kawhi? I mean, over James and Kawhi.
Say
That
that
would
again.
be interesting seeing.
Like a James Harden and Giannis
It would,
together,
yeah,
or
it would
would
be
you rather
interesting
keep
seeing.
seeing James Harden and Kawhi? I think James Harden and Giannis would be interesting. Like that would be something I would go watch. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
yeah,
Like
that would be an interesting combo.
I think
I
like
think
if they
so
could get some
too.
pieces around them.
Oh, go ahead.
Nah, I'm thinking. I'm like if they could get some pieces around them, go ahead, Wizards. Go make the play for James and Giannis. Chris Middleton, Marcus Smart, and get a little big. We'd be all right.
I think Giannis is just way too ball dominant. Like, and like you saying you would want points from
That's
James
fair.
Harden. He's going to have less shot attempts than he has with Kawhi. Like
Yeah,
Giannis wants the ball a lot, and
I
James
don't
Harden
know.
need those shots to get warmed up.
Dame was still getting a good chunk of shots off,
yeah, he was. Yeah,
but
Giannis will fall back and let
I feel
Dame
like
run the show sometimes.
yeah,
yeah,
Dame is more assertive. Like Dame is like, nah, I'm gonna take this. James Harden be like, all right, fine, fuck it, you want it? It's your team, you got it.
I think it is kind of that type of era. But I think I still would like to watch it. But just looking at teams, especially teams like in the playoffs, like where else would I see him going if he not on the Clippers? Like if he
That's low
depending
key
on
where
how it
Dame
go,
should go. Dame should go to the Clippers. They
to
keep
do.
James Harden. They keep what is it, Kawhi. I feel like that'd be kind of cool.
Nah, ain't enough
That's a whole lot of
basketballs.
offense. That's a
Ain't it?
whole lot of offense.
And it's not a lot of
And Dame
defense.
is good. He was good with CJ.
One of the three only played defense, and then CJ and James Harden are not the same players. I wish CJ was on a competitive team, to be honest with you.
I wish he was too.
Like I wish he was on somebody
Come to
like
the Lakers. Come to the Lakers,
he
CJ.
would help y'all.
Well, we
He
need
would
that.
he would he would he would he would help y'all for sure.
I don't know what team I wish he was on. CJ, I'm mad that he kind of fell off because he got lost in the whole Portland thing, and now he in New Orleans, right? I don't
Yeah,
even know what team he on, but I feel like Prime. Well, he ain't Prime CJ, but even CJ nowadays, could get you
He can still get
20,
you 15, 20.
15, 20, like on a good
CJ on the
day.
Magic.
I'll take him over KCP. Shit.
Yeah, put him on Orlando. That would be a good piece for Orlando.
I wouldn't be mad at that. All
I
right,
feel
well
like
we
CJ would be good for any team, honestly.
that's true. It'll be interesting to see how this offseason go in general, but um Nuggets Thunder, which I think this go. This is the last one.
I
Does
saw.
Thunder.
Yeah, Thunder.
You taking a Thunder?
Russell Westbrook returns to
Uh
OKC.
I didn't even think about that.
Um,
I'm gonna
yeah,
start. I'm gonna start by saying I think it goes 7 games.
I do too. I don't think OKC is sweeping anybody.
I can see that going 7.
You mean anybody else?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, it's a tough one, man. Yo, Jamal Murray playing good. I think that's the biggest key. But
I got Denver in 7.
Denver in 7.
Denver in 7.
I'll rock that with you, Tony. I'm gonna go Denver in 7 too.
I saw an AI prediction of like the last 2 years or something like that, where AI
Hmm.
predicted who would win the NBA championship, and it said that they got it right the last 2 years out of the row, and they said this year it would be the Thunder. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with their predictions.
You go Thunder and how many
OKC.
games?
So what?
Thunder and how many games for this series?
I'll say 7,
7-2.
but
All right. That'll be a good. I think. All right. Of the four, well, we don't know the T Wolves yet, but even with that one, I don't know how excited I will be to see who they play either one. But of the four, I think that's the most between that and the Knicks for me, the most exciting
Yeah, those two matchups will
watch.
be the best one.
I don't really think the Pacers and Cavs. I feel like that's gonna be like it's gonna be cool, but it's gonna be kind of boring to watch. But I
Yeah,
mean,
I think that Denver OKC series is gonna be fun. You know, I think Russ is gonna come with a bunch of energy.
mhm.
Um, but the X factor in that series to me is it's Aaron Gordon and Jalen Williams. How well they gonna perform?
I think it's gonna be MPJ, even with his shoulder,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
he was doing good against the Clippers
yeah, he
for
was.
the last game. So I think it's gonna be dependent on how he play offensively. I think Aaron Gordon pretty consistent with like what he do for the most part, but I think it's like scoring wise, like Christian Brown or sorry, however I'm saying his name, but it's gonna be between him and MPJ for real, for real.
I
But
mean, yeah, Aaron is pretty consistent, but the Thunder, they're just a long team. They
they
got length.
are.
The
They move.
Here you go, man. Man, OKC has length
okay,
on the basketball floor,
yeah.
and you know they can be very disruptive in the passing lanes. So it's gonna be interesting to see
The
how
only
Denver navigates that.
the only thing with OKC is I'm taking Jokic over every big they got.
Yeah,
That
hundred
makes
percent,
sense. He's the
hundred
best
percent,
player in the league. No
100%.
And so it's like for me, if I'm OKC, it's like, all right, how are we gonna stop him
You
from
can't.
being a playmaker in general? Because he ain't worried about just scoring. Like you gonna have to double him depending on how it go or how foul trouble get. Like it's gonna look different, and you're gonna have to get him the ball, and he's just gonna make the 95% of the time. I'm here for him making the right play if a double team come or something like that. So I think that's going to be the most interesting matchup to see how they deal with that as far as OKC defense go. But I mean, I think offense is going to be their offense. Like it's going to be a fun series to me to watch in general. But
Yeah, it is.
I'm taking Denver at 7.
Okay, see at 7.
All right, we'll see. I got I got a meme that did y'all see the meme? I know you don't care, Dewan, but Tony, you watch the show. Y'all see the meme of Deion Sanders being Billy Baker, Shador being Jordan, and Spencer being Travis Hunter for All American? That Joy had me crying. I was like, yo,
Oh,
this Joy is on point.
I didn't even see that joke though. I didn't even see that joke. But that's
Uh,
accurate though.
that's crazy.
Speaking of Deion Sanders and Shador, did you see that they got fined 350,000, the Falcons or something like that, or
Yeah,
250 for the Falcons and 100 for the family?
yeah, I seen that Joy.
What type of punishment would you have for your kid to cost you $100,000? Like, what would be going through your mind if your kid you had to pay $100,000 for your kid making probably one of the greatest pranks ever?
That's what I was gonna say. Like I was watching 520, and it was like, honestly, the prank was actually hilarious. Like
It was.
it was
It
kind
was.
of funny. It was just like it's Shador, so it's like it was a big thing. But I like the way they handled it too. Like they were still having fun. Like they were still chilling. Like they were still doing their thing. But what type of punishment? I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, what you gonna take his phone for like a month? Like that's just gonna be that. Like I don't know. I
It's
don't
just
think
an
it's.
asshole.
Hey, like what you gonna do? Like no phone calls, delete his minutes. Like we ain't like we rocking with minutes no more.
They
So
said
it's
they're
just
gonna take away all the money that they done built up. So all the money they were saving up for, I don't know, cars or his tuition or whatever the case may be, it's cooked.
how old was he?
I don't know. I think he's in college, but like, I don't know. Whatever they had for him is now gone. All that money they had in savings or whatever they had for him, cooked.
But what happened? My dream. I don't know. People was trying to call me, and my dream went out.
Nah, it's all good. We was talking about he was like, what would you do if that was your kid? Like what would your punishment be for him
It
prank
cost you
calling
a hundred
Shador?
thousand, and then it cost your other company 250,000.
Yeah, my son, you paying for all that? It's coming out your check.
Yeah,
You paying for all that?
yeah.
Oh, I don't know how old he was, but I mean, he old enough to
He like
pay
20
the cons.
something.
Oh yeah, he old enough to pay the consequences, I
Yeah,
guess.
like that's coming out of your trust fund, your set, whatever account we got for you, that's coming out of that account.
And if you
Oh,
got a car,
college
I'm gonna
ain't
need you
free
to.
no more.
If you got a
Yeah,
car, I'm gonna need you to sell that and get you a little hoopty, a
for
little Harley,
real.
whatever it is. We're gonna
Because
be
you
pushing
just
that.
he cost the organization and me personally.
Yeah,
He banned from the games.
Hey,
that
something.
might be that too.
Because the organization, they probably gonna be like, yo, Jeff, you gotta run us that money back. Like,
Right,
And
that's ain't
and you
coming
gonna
out
be
your
working
check.
for the next 3 years for free.
for
Nah,
real,
that's
bro. Because that was crazy. Like, and the crazy thing is, the Falcons weren't even in talks of drafting Shador or anything like that.
yeah.
So it's like,
They were,
why?
It was a
his
prank. I
numbers just
mean,
sitting
we all
there.
done stupid pranks in general. Like, I think it would have been better if he was a kid. Like you saying he like 20 something is kind of crazy. But like if he was like 16 or 15 or something like that, then it's like, all right, like it's still wrong. But then I also like, all right, you a kid. Like that's still like some immature. But if you 20 something pranking somebody that's probably like damn near your age, like that's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
But
I
was
believe
it funny? It
it's
was funny. But they also did it to other people, I believe, too. So not the
Yeah,
same person, but I think other people got like prank called.
I need to
But
see the other videos.
yeah, nah. I
Two
gotta.
more things real quick. Wait. Two more things real
I
quick.
what?
So for that, where does the money go when you find these organizations? Like, where does that money go? Like, does it go to the like Shador and them? Like, cause
No,
that's what I would want. But like, bro, my feelings, I am emotionally hurt right now. Do I sue the NFL? Cause I was up here and now I'm down here. Like,
yeah,
that is
where does that
that's a
fine money
that's a
go?
great
Like,
that is
does
a
it
great
go back
question.
to the NFL? Like,
that money goes back to the league. Yeah, his son is 21. He goes to Berry College in Georgia and plays football there.
yeah,
Damn.
like, so y'all just taking money to give back to y'all, like, so y'all give it back to me. Like, what's the point of y'all finding me then? Like, what is the point of a fine for the NFL league? Like,
They
because if I'm
probably won't
Shador, I want that money. My like, I could sue y'all. I want to sue y'all now.
because the Falcons they find the coach and then the league find somebody else or what was it?
Nah,
I don't know the music.
the league fined both the
Yeah,
Oh,
they find the
Falcons
coach and they find
and the coach. Yeah,
I mean him. I'm sure he make over whatever he got fined. So I shit. If I was the Falcons, hey buddy, Run that check. It's going to
No,
the NFL today.
I understand all that, but like,
Where does it
why
go?
give
I
it
don't
to me?
know.
Yeah, because if I'm Shador, my feelings is hurt.
Hey,
I
my
want,
feelings would be hurt a
I
little bit
need,
too.
I need reciprocity or whatever
I
that
mean,
is.
you know exactly where that money going to nothing.
And my second question is, what's the dumbest prank y'all ever played, like through your entire life? Like, what's
The
like
dumbest
something?
prank.
And I'll tell y'all mine. The dumbest prank, like it's not even a prank, but it might have just been the dumbest thing I ever did as a kid. So when I was younger, like y'all know those little stickers on the back of your car, you like the little number on it, or whatever.
Yeah.
When I
Yeah,
was a kid, I thought it was just a regular sticker. So I took that joint off the back of my mom's car and I tried to put that joint on myself, right? Like, and it didn't stick to me. So I was like, oh man, forget. I threw the sticker out. We ended up driving to the bowling, so we're going to go bowl. Police end up pulling us over. It was like 5 police cars behind us. I'm like, oh man, what's going on? Later on down the line, I figured out, hey, like you kind of need
You
that
took the
tag.
registration sticker
Yeah,
off.
and my mom and I like they didn't know to this day. Like I never told them like, hey, the reason we got pulled over that day is because I took that sticker off. And mind you, I was like a kid. I had to be like 5 or 6 or something like that. But that's
That's
probably the,
wild, dog.
the
You done
dumbest
had
thing I ever
you
did.
was finna get the whole family hemmed
whole
up.
family
And the
bag.
funny thing is, we were going bowling. They dropped us off to go bowling while they dealt with that. So I'm still having a good old time bowling, eating pizza from the bowling alley. While they out there getting pulled over, dealing with like
You wild.
5 cop cars.
That's crazy.
He was a
Yeah.
badass kid at 5 and 6 taking stickers off the car. I wasn't even thinking about that.
What
That's
did they
funny.
say? I thought it was a regular sticker. What did I say? Indiana.
You got me weak. That's actually hilarious. The stupidest prank I ever done. I don't know. Like my family, like we do stupid shit all the time. So like we used to do like silly string, like splash people with buckets of water to wake them up, like crazy shit like that. So I mean, shit, any of those, take your pick. I don't know. I've done nothing like wow,
Not
wow.
too
That
crazy.
nah,
Yeah,
not
I
too
haven't done
crazy.
anything too crazy. Now I was at my first year teaching. I was at what's school? Oak Ridge, right?
Yeah,
So me and a few I stayed over one of my colleagues' house where her roommate and their friend, this guy from New York, and we was all chilling playing cards, and he went to sleep, and it was one of those things where it was like, you go to sleep, something happened to you, right?
yeah.
Uh,
Everybody wanted to stay up, so I didn't do it. I was just like, you crazy, and I stayed up the rest of the night. Man, he knocked out on the couch. We was drinking, playing cards, all that. They shaved the man eyebrows off.
That's wild. I'd be pissed. I wake up like that. First of all, I don't know. I don't know how people sleep through stuff like that. Like,
yeah,
Bruh.
I wake up if somebody breathe too close to me. Like, I'd
for
be like,
real.
ooh, to be knocked out to the point where, unless like, you like,
Tired,
yeah,
exhausted.
like exhausted or something.
Nah, he
Like,
was he was he was drunk and
oh
he was
yeah,
passed out, and
that's
he
nah.
he just woke up straight face. No, no.
Bro, the way I would leave and I'm never talking to nobody again. Yeah.
Nah, hey, that made me remember. We did used to do pranks. So when I went to prep school, we had this dude, and he ain't like to clean. And he was like, and our coach, like, we all lived in the house. And so if the house wasn't clean, like, our coach would like punish us. And so we got to a point where we was like, bro, the only dirty person is this man right here. So he was like, all right, like, he had to go to school or something like that. So everybody else was in the house. We took his bed, his backpack, his clothes, all of it, and put it outside on the front lawn. Wrote a sign. It was like, "Next time, clean your shit up." He
Now he probably gonna watch this and be like,
gave me
man,
that drink pissed.
yeah, he probably about to watch. You wonder if he's still dirty now to this day? He probably like, man, I changed, bro. I'm clean now, all because of that day.
Yeah, that
uh,
drink had me weak. At prep school used to be crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That was definitely one of the wildest times and just like my experience in hooping. But I do. With that being said, my question for the day: y'all think it's the hardest sport is to play for one season? Hockey, baseball, football, or basketball, or soccer? So what do you think the hardest sport to play for one season is? Like physically, emotionally, like all of that. Like hockey, baseball,
Professionally or
football,
just like regular?
professionally.
Probably baseball or
Like you gotta
soccer.
take into account like all their seasons. Like I mean, not all their seasons. Like all their games, practices. like the physicality of the game, travel, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's why I say baseball.
I ain't gonna lie, hardest joint to play to me, I think would probably be hockey. I gotta ice skate and hit people and play with the puck and stick. Like that's kind of hard. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
but they've been doing that their whole lives. Like that's damn near like walking. That's damn near like breathing to them.
But I'm saying like something like I can't just like I could get up and go play baseball. Like I can get up and probably go play football, basketball, and soccer. But like hockey, like if it was something like I had to get up and go do to be like the hardest sport to would challenge me personally, like hockey would be.
Yeah, but you just said like this is we already were speaking about people on a professional level. It's not just like me or you.
That's fair. But
Uh,
it's like the competition where you saying like a football player could go play basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think a basketball player or like a soccer player could just pick up like professionally and go play hockey. Like I think a hockey player could go probably play football at some
But not
extent.
professionally.
I mean,
I don't know. I would say I was thinking hockey too. You know, baseball. The good thing about baseball is that they have series when they
yeah,
play these teams. So like they don't have to travel every other game. You know what I mean? Or take
yeah,
these like when they take their road trips, they stay in this certain place for like that week or that week and a half or something like that. Like their schedule makes more sense. But when you like factor in all the travel and all the physicality and stuff, like I don't know. I mean, I would say hockey or even NFL because now the NFL is moving more internationally also.
yeah,
So you got that to factor in. The NFL is very physical, especially before all these rules that got applied. Like when we were kids watching the NFL was ruthless,
no, that's facts.
you know, and they didn't take the mental health aspect as seriously as they do now.
Yeah.
You know, like with the whole CTE and all of that stuff, like that stuff wasn't taken into account like how it is now.
Yeah,
So, and now the NFL is adding, like it's NFL on Sunday, Monday, Thursday, you know,
facts.
you
Friday,
know what I
some
mean?
All
days.
Like
right, so
sometimes,
I'll give it to the NFL. Low
sometimes
key, this the
Fridays
brutal part for
now.
me.
You know what I mean? So it's like the international games be Fridays. So it's just like I don't know.
I don't know, yeah. I might have to stick with hockey. Like, if you taking a professional from one of these sports to go play another sport, I think the hardest one would be to like go play hockey. But I'd probably agree. I'd probably say football is probably the second hardest, like to deal with just in general.
Hmm.
What'd you say, Dewan?
I said the MLB, but
You said baseball.
yeah, right close to the NFL. It's not far off.
What would you rank the five from hardest to play, just in general, like physicality, like everything that comes with the game? Would you say is number one?
Baseball, football, hockey, basketball, shit, bowling,
And then soccer?
bowling.
You said bowling. I'm fucking weak. What would you say, Tony?
Say it again.
What would you say? Like, what would you rank them from like hardest to like easiest of like sports to play? Like hockey, baseball, football, basketball, and soccer.
Hockey, baseball, football, basketball, soccer. I would say hardest. Maybe soccer. Between soccer and football, because people don't understand the conditioning that you have to be in for soccer.
Yeah, your leg. Anytime you kick, you could really mess up your legs and
Bro,
soccer.
soccer is tough.
Yeah. So let
Um,
me change. Oh wait, what do you think? I'm gonna change mine. I'm gonna say baseball, soccer, football. No, I'm gonna say baseball, football, soccer, and then whatever else I said. But bowling is last.
Bowling wasn't even an option.
Oh,
Where you get bowling from?
I don't know. I think we sleep on bowlers a lot. You know what I'm saying? Those hands, like, bro, those cramps, bro. It's a real thing.
Wow.
It is. But I would say soccer, football, basketball, baseball, or soccer, football, hockey, basketball, baseball.
Man, that's fair. I'm going hardest to play. I'm going hockey, football, soccer, basketball, baseball. We'll see how that clip goes.
Yeah, we'll see how it shake out.
That'll be an interesting one for sure. But we coming to the joint. Let's do the build your team for $15. I'm gonna post that joint on the clip. I don't know who y'all picked. I think my note deleted of what it was, but I remember who I picked. So
Yeah, I remember who I picked too.
you can go first then.
Yeah, let me pull up mine.
I think I picked the Joker.
Okay.
And who else was the next one? Actually, it was the Joker and who else was next to him?
KD.
KD. So it was Joker and KD. That's $10 going right there. I picked
Yeah.
Ja. I picked James Harden. And who else is up at the top?
You got Ja,
Zach LaVine,
Zach LaVine, and Zion.
Zion. Yeah, that's what it was. That was
So
my five.
you picked Ja, Zion, Joker, KD, and James Harden.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Definitely. Y'all gonna laugh at mine. Go ahead, Tony.
I picked Joker, KD, Jason Tatum, Ja, and Zach LaVine.
Me and yours was not that far off. So that's not mine was I picked Joker, KD, Tatum, Ben Simmons, and Zach LaVine. I did mine for defensive purposes and length.
Yeah, so that's why I did mine like defensive purposes also. And like you said, the length piece as well. I mean, I wasn't picking no Ben, but you know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I thought he was still. Yeah, I picked him because he could play defense, and that's all I need him for. I'm gonna get him to throw him at somebody else that's a big or a guard that can sit here and switch. Like either you gonna cook him or you not. Like I take it. I need somebody that's gonna go get it.
There's no shot I'm picking Ben Simmons, but I mean,
I'm out of pocket for picking Ben Simmons.
Imagine a lob from Jokic to Zion. Like, who's stopping that, bro? He is running through anybody. Your defense is irrelevant when you have those
Imagine
two.
Zion playing more than 25 games in the.
We're talking about Ben
You're right.
Simmons. Shut up. Like, what?
I guess you're right. You got me with that.
I'm thinking everybody healthy. I'm thinking
that's fair. Everybody is healthy. Everybody is healthy. You good?
Like, why would I do? Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny as hell. All right, that's all right. We will come to the end. We got today's Would You Rather, because actually this is actually kind of funny and popular as a thing. But would you rather travel the world for free for a year, everything included, like your hotel, your food, like your excursions, whatever you want to do, or get $10K a week, but you can't travel for the year?
I go 10K for the week.
10K a week for a
I don't
year?
even really need to go no place for a year. Like, stack up this bread.
Tony let it travel.
There's only so many.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
It's tough. And free travel, and you doing whatever you like. You can do whatever you want on your travel. It's covered for a year.
Like, we talking about traveling outside the state or traveling like outside
traveling
the country?
wherever you want to go.
Wherever
Like,
you want.
I'm saying like I can't, like, if I take the 10K, I can't travel outside the
You
state.
you can't go outside your little radius, but your grocery store, your house, the local things that you do, you can't go outside of that. But you get 10K a week.
Fuck it, 10K a week. 10K a week, me. Fuck it. I got
what you doing, Tony? It's just for a year. Like once that year up, you can go do whatever you want.
Yeah. I mean, Yeah, I do the 10K a week for if it's just a year. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know,
then when it comes
man.
to traveling, it's like it's a lot of beautiful places out there. Well, look, I'll let you pick yours and I'll explain my reasoning.
Uh,
I ain't trying to sway no thoughts.
you ain't gonna sway me. I don't care. But I think travel the world for free. I'll probably travel the world for
But
free.
here's the thing: where is you really traveling? Like it's taking time, energy. People don't even really like to travel for real, for real. You don't like to be alone. Like I'm saying, you don't like to be away from home for too long. Like you travel for a week, you
You
travel for a
tripping?
month. You want to go back home and lay in your bed.
Now
You know,
that's fact. Sometimes that's
It's
true.
facts,
like
but at the
you people
same
take
time,
vacations from taking vacations sometimes,
that's
and then you got
true.
a year to try to fit in the entire world. That's
You
tough.
don't think you could travel the world in a year?
I mean, you could, but you gonna be tired. Like, bro, sometimes you want that burger from Bob and Eden's or whatever the hell you be eating. I don't
First of
know.
all, don't ever shade.
Sonics.
I don't even eat Sonic no more. But don't ever
Okay,
shade Bob and Eaters anymore. Shout out to Bob and Eaters, matter of fact.
let's not. Y'all drinks is
If you from
nasty.
the 703-571 Arlington area and you ain't never been to Bob and Eaters, you tripping. If you don't like their breakfast, you tripping.
Yeah,
That's
It ain't
Bob
nowhere to go
that's
if you
my
ain't
little
never been
junk right
to it.
there.
that's a go to. It's a staple. I don't know what you talking about. But yeah, nah, I travel for the year. Like you make good points. It's valid. My Xbox won't be in the bag, but
Where is you trying to go to? Like I get it. Like there's only so many places you can travel. Like okay, you got the Asians, but then you gotta go deeper into that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I don't know. Where you
I
trying to go?
I think it's where would I try to go? Shoot, I still haven't done Europe yet, so I'll do most of Europe. I'll do places like Morocco, Egypt, South Africa.
So would you stay there for an extended period of time and travel
Yeah, I would
across
go for
all
like
the
a
other
week.
places? A
I
week?
would, yeah. I mean, I
Yeah,
got a
yeah.
whole year.
If you gonna
I'm
do that, you
doing.
gotta go at least 2, 3 weeks.
I'm doing.
Yeah.
It depend on the place. Like I could do like a 4 week trip to Europe and hit like a bunch of different places for sure, like in a month or two, and then like say I spend 2 months in like three continents, like I'd be straight. That'd be cool. And then I still got 6 more months to go, but I guess I'll figure that out when I figure it out. But
Man, how many weeks is in a year? Somebody tell me that.
I think it's
I get there.
52,
I
52
get
weeks
there
a year.
eventually. I
52
get
weeks
there
in a
eventually.
year. So you at like half a mil.
Hey, listen. I go pick the places I want to go to, and I spend the time there. I'll ball out on a budget. Like I'll be in Tokyo for a week. Only spend $1,000.
You have $520,000 at the end of the year.
I'm cool with that.
So what's the first trip you taking there?
I don't know.
That's fair. We ain't even gotta get into that. All
Yeah.
right, I'm gonna close it out by asking y'all
But
this
I don't
last
know,
question. I
man.
keep saying,
I might do
go ahead,
travel for a year. I don't know.
man. I'm surprised you didn't pick travel. To be honest, you travel the most out of all of us.
I might do. I think I am. I think I will do travel for a year.
You gonna miss your bed, bro.
You know how many
He said,
nice beds they are out in these
Nah,
hotels,
but
and like
yeah,
I
yeah,
said, all
yeah.
of it is paid for.
Yeah,
you
man.
gonna miss
I
your
think
son. You gonna miss your dog. Like,
I would do travel for a year just because I know how expensive traveling is.
Is
So like when you really go out here and travel for real, and you really break down, all right, saving the 10K each week versus traveling for a year. Oh, excuse me, everything included, flight, stay, and all of that stuff.
for
You
sure.
know, I can stay in the hotels I prefer to stay in, which I normally go for anyway.
That's what I'm
Uh,
saying. Like all that
and,
joint covered. Like if I'd have said it was just like you traveled and only your flight was covered, but you gotta pay like the rest of the things, I'd have picked the 10K a week. But if everything in my joint is covered, I'm traveling easily, 100%. Like you said, where I'm gonna go, I'm gonna figure it out. I don't know just yet, but it's somewhere on the map. I could pull up to. But
yeah, I'm gonna switch mine to travel for a year. I got
I ain't
to.
mad at it. All right. We all done played these on different levels, but what's the biggest lesson y'all would say sports taught y'all about just like regular everyday life?
For me, it's always been humility.
That's fair. That's a different one for real, for real. What you mean by that?
Just staying humble, man. Like from playing sports to coaching it, right? I've seen
Yeah,
a lot, you know, and you always want to just stay humble after the wins and after the losses.
facts.
So, because it's lessons to be taught in both.
That's fair.
It's
Nah, that's
lessons to
real.
be taught in both.
What about you?
I would say like the commitment. Like, let's say you take like a trash player and he's actually committed to being like good at that sport, and to see the
Mm,
transformation, I feel like it makes somebody feel a lot better about themselves. Like I feel like that might be like the greatest feeling ever, to be like, oh, I actually accomplished something and it made me much better, and people can see it, and people like believe in me for doing,
facts.
being like actually locked in and dedicated to this sport. So that's what I would say.
Nah, that's
That's what
fair.
you learn about it. That's what I learned most about it.
Honestly, those are two good ones. I think, like you said, I think I'll piggyback kind of on both of them. Just, but the biggest thing it's taught me is just like being consistent, like day in, day out. For like my dad always be like, don't get too high with the highs, don't get too low with the lows. And sports really just taught me like be consistent. Like you ain't
Yeah.
gotta be perfect. You don't gotta be perfect by any means, but like stay on the grind. Like if there's something you really care about, like you gonna hustle for it. Like you gonna do what you need to do for it. And sports just taught me like you said, you go through things where it's like you might be the starter on a team, and then you go from that to like the bench. And you
Yeah,
gotta understand, like you said, the humility of that is just in and of itself. It's like, damn, like I was, him. Now I'm like scraps or second thought, third thought, and it's just like, damn,
Right.
like, but you gotta stay on course to keep doing it and keep going and get better.
That's facts.
But yeah, nah, that's wraps for episode 2. We lost Raw this episode because my boy thought it'd be a great idea to go get tatted. So we're gonna see next episode. We're gonna reveal his tat to see what took an hour and some change to go get. But yeah, nah, make sure y'all join us every week. This joint is a lot of fun, and I love the would you rather's and just the questions and everything else. And send us y'all highlights. We about to start doing highlight reviews in the next coming weeks, because I'm trying to see what's the young talent talking about. Because I be out of tune. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I don't really be tapped in as much as I probably should be, but I'm here for it. So unless y'all got any final thoughts, we can cut it there.
Yeah, man. Hey, episode 2 now. Many more to go, man.
For sure.
appreciate y'all for watching.